It's a new month. Alright. That means we get to start off with a new Joker here. So let's ride the bus. $6. Okay, so it's not a times mult or plus mult. It's non-scaling. But it is $6. What's a good $6 uncommon that I could guess? It's not scaling. I just thought it would be. Yeah, that's fair. I kind of have that with my Switch. But I was like my Switch 2, but like then again, it's only been a couple months since the Switch 2, so I can't really, fault it that much. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for an $8 one. 6 cents? Wow, that was the correct track. Very impressive there, Marble. Yes. The right track there, what a lucky guess. Okay, okay, yeah, now it's PokéDoku time. Like that, boom, boom. And now we start guessing. Dual type fairy, let's go Mime Jr. for this one, that's Psychic Fairy. Okay, dual type from Paldea, let's go Tauros Paldea Aqua Breed. Dual type Dark, let's go Roaring Moon. Mono type Fairy, let's see, there's Togepi. Let's go Florges with that one. Okay, Mono type from Paldea. What do I want to go for here? Let's go Terapagos. Terapagos Stellar. Mono type Dark. Let's see, there's Zoroark. I know there's others like Umbreon, but Orange Champion, something else. What other options are there? Ooh, Thievul. That's not a bad one. I don't think I've ever guessed that, so okay. Fairy Water, there's a few of these. There's Marill, Azumarill. I know we got one fairly recently. Oh, Primarina, and I'm pretty sure we got one in Gen 9. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%. There's anything. I want to say there's another water fairy type that I'm not remembering. It's not a starter if there is. Is it Gen 8? I don't think it's Gen 8. I think I just want to go for Marill here, maybe? I feel like I'm forgetting something very obvious, but don't tell me if I am until afterwards. I'll look through the list if there's anything here, but I don't think there is going to be. Nope, not that I saw. Goku. True, Goku is clearly a water fairy type. Yeah, let's go Marill. Okay. Water type from Paldea and Air Zero. Let's go Walking Wake. And then Water Dark. Crawdon. Crawdon is one of them. The Shark and the Mega Evolved Shark, obviously. I want to say we got a Water Dark type fairly recently, but I can't remember what it could be. Could go for the Mega Shark, but I feel like that's gonna be moderately common. Yeah, let's go Mega Shark. Okay. Let's go Mega Shark. Okay. Kinda close with the uniqueness score. Okay. At least common. Hatterene Gmax. Oh wow, Mime Jr. was number 2 though. Predator's there. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of dual types here. Let's just find out where our guess was. Actually, fairly high up. Oh, 0.8. That's not that bad, all things considered. Okay, yeah, no, it's actually pretty good. Okay. Sandile. What did I say? Oh yeah, I guess something that was like what 1.4%, didn't I? Yeah, Roaring Moon 1.3%. Moderately far down. Could be better, but could be worse. Zacian is a good one. I thought about Togepi, but I didn't expect it to be that low. Shit. Florges was not a great guess there, if that's the case. Huh. Okay. Oh, hey, Marrow. Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul would have been a good one. Tropical Sailor. Okay, that was actually not a great hit, surprisingly. That's it really far down. Version Alola. Hey, Thievul. Wow, Thievul. Thievul was number 1 before I guessed it. Wow, that was tied for number 1. Crazy. Anyway, Barrel. Yeah, good guess. Oh, the frog. How did I forget about the frog? Jesus. I even forgot about Samurai Hisui. Damn. That one's on me. Yeah, Marrow was the best guess there, so I'm glad I got it. Okay, Tapu Fini was another more recent one that I was forgetting about. Tatsugiri. I forgot for Ninja. And then Walking Away. Yeah, there was better options there, like Tatsugiri. I have to remember Tatsugiri for Water Paldean, because there's 3 different forms of it, so it's kind of... It's like 9% split over 3 there, approximately. And yeah, I just forgot about these 4. I only remembered about these 4. My brain was like, I know there's something else more recent. But, yeah, no, that's going to be it for the first PokéDoku in Balatrodle of October. Alright. Good start, I would say. Could have been better, but good start nonetheless. Yeah, more guessing because it's October. So, music on. We were on... I think this was right the boss month, right? Okay. Common, no RNG, no scaling, no plus mult, and it's... less than... It's $3 or less. Okay, hold on. What's the name of the chip equivalent of Jolly? Is it Whiteley? Or is it Sly? Hold on. I think it's Sly. Yep. I'm gonna be honest, I only gathered that it was Sly because it couldn't have been Jolly. It couldn't have been the regular Joker. We had Splash the other day, and Credit Card was also fairly recent, and well, I think it's somewhat RNG. I think it's too recent for them to appear again. So I kind of processed of elimination my way into guessing Sly there. But that's the Balatrodle done. Let's go to the PokéDoku now. Johto Dual Type. Okay, let's go for Tyranitar Mega. 0.8%. Okay, Dual Type Poison. A lot of these. But let us go for... Let's go for Pheasantipity. Okay. Hey, fun enough, Pheasantipity also applies for the fairy one. A bit late. But, okay, let's go for... Let's go for Zacian Crowned. Okay, we're hitting some fairly high percentages here, given that we have a decent amount of options, I think. We have Johto Monotype. How about Sudowoodo? We're not having a great session today. Okay. Poison Monotype. What do we want to go for here? My brain thought of Grimer Muck, which is appropriate, but no, I don't think I want to go for that. Can I go for Garbodor or G-Max? Yes, I can. Okay, let's go for Garbodor or G-Max. Ooh, that's not a good number. Fairy Monotype. I don't know if Zacian regular works here, but we had Fairy Monotype like yesterday? Or the day before? I feel like Zacian's going to be near the top, so let's go for... I want to type Togepi here, not Zacian. That's nice about Togepi either. There we go, that is. Okay, 3%. Johto first in evolution line. Has to be something with an evolution line. How about Giraffe? How about the Giraffe? There we go. Poison, first in evolution line. How about Grimer Alola? Yeah. And Fairy, first in evolution line. Azurill? Ooh, actually no, let's go Cottony. Okay. I feel like that could have been a decent amount better, actually. Hold on, at least common. Okay. Smoochum. Okay, yeah, where's our list? Yeah, Megateethar, pretty good. Megateethar, pretty good there. Roselia, fair enough, yeah. We got a pretty... seems like it's not a great hit there, though. Okay, Pheasantipity is actually really far down. Yeah, that was not a great hit. Tapu Fini. Carbink. Yeah, our guess here was also... Yeah, Zacian Crown is even worse, I would say. Not great. Hitmontop? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I said Sudowoodo here. Sudowoodo not a good hit at all. Yeah, we got some pretty bad hits today. Need Arena. Okay, G-Max Garbodor was, I'd say, towards the middle. There's surprisingly not a lot of mono-type poisons. Okay. Interesting. Fido. Togepi, yeah, Togepi's still really good, yeah. Glad I didn't go for Zacian because, I mean, it's not that much worse, but it's still a little bit worse. Okay. Eggley buff for Johto first Evo line. Yeah, the giraffe wasn't a bad idea. So, yeah. Yeah, let's see, I think Dunsparce, yeah, Dunsparce is quite far down here, so yeah. Not a bad hit there. Fungus, fair enough. There's a lot of them here. See, Sneasel, Hisui would have been good. Okay, we're almost at Grimer there. That's decently far down, yeah, okay. And, wow, we actually had a best with Cottony, let's go! Very glad I changed my mind at the last second there. What did I say I was gonna guess beforehand? I said Azuro. Yeah, Azuro was so much worse. The last second swap there for Cottony really paid off. Probably what kept their score fairly, like, low. But yeah, no, I mean, most of those guesses weren't amazing. Some were okay, like Tyranitar, Garbodor, and Cottony were pretty good. But then some of them weren't great, like Sudowoodo and Zacian, Crown, Fez, and Dippity. Also, hi Fire, welcome on in. We've just finished up the Balatrodle and PokéDoku, and with that, I get to end the recording for today's Balatrodle PokéDoku session. Yippee! It is time for this stuff. Music on. And let's ride a bus. Okay, non-scaling, let's see, uncommon, that's not Mull, or times Mull. Yesterday was, I don't remember what yesterday's was, but I know the day before was To the Moon, and that one. Oh, wow. Wow, I got very lucky with that guess. Hi Poke, how are you? Welcome on in. I'm doing okay. Got a bit of a lurking headache. But other than that, doing okay. But yeah, there we go, we got Dusk. Yippee! Dusk has been dusked. On to the PokéDoku time. And we've got Grass Dragon. We've got, for that one, we got Mega Sceptile, Applin, Diplin, Appleton, Flapple, and the Hydrapple. That's the name of it. I want to say we have like one more, but it's not coming to mind. Do I want to go for Mega Sceptile or do I want to go for one of the Applin line? I think I want to go for just Applin in general. Yeah, regular S. Oh no, there's the G-Maxes. Those work too. Let's go for Appleton G-Max. Okay. Grass with no evolution line. Okay, so let's go for Iron Leaves. Then we have grass types that can learn Flamethrower. The obvious ones here are Capsicid, Scovillain, and Alolan Exeggutor. I know there's more. Because this has been an option before, and I remember thinking of Alolan Exeggutor and thinking I'm a genius. And I was like, there's definitely more that can learn Flamethrower. Also, remember, please, no hints for any of these. We can come back to grass types of Flamethrower. That's a helicopter. True. Let's see. Electric Dragon. We have Raging Bolt. We have Zekrom. We have Mega Ampharos. I think there's only 3 or 4. So let's go for Raging Bolt. Okay. Electric type with no evolution line. Fun enough. Raging Bolt works for that. Let's go for Iron Hands. Iron Hands. And then electric types that can learn Flamethrower. Now, the obvious answer here is Manectric, Mega Manectric. But I'm pretty sure I have seen that Geodude learns it, like Alolan Geodude, and it's like, why? I don't know, but I believe it does. Or that line does. So let's go for Geodude Alola. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Yep. There you go. And then Water Dragon, you've got Palkia Origin, Walking Wake, and Kingdra. And I'm pretty sure there's another one, but let's go for Palkia Origin. Fun enough, Palkia, water type that learns Flamethrower, but that's not what we're gonna guess. See, water with no evolution line, fun enough, we can go for regular Palkia here, because it's technically not part of the evolution line. Okay, we'd actually go for Walking Wake here too. Fun enough, Walking Wake also learns Flamethrower. All the water dragons learn Flamethrower, but we're not even gonna go for any of them, so, you know. And then, yeah, because the other one is a Cast Form Rainy. That one learns Flamethrower. There we go. And now, grass types learn flamethrower. As I said, there's Scovillain, Alolan, Exeggutor. I know there is more. There are more grass types that learn flamethrower. I need to remember what they are. I don't think Hydrapple does. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let me try and think of like other grass types, like big grass types. Obviously, I know Setdale doesn't. Let me think. I know there's more. For some reason, my brain very low-key thought Brute Bonnet. No, I do not believe Brute Bonnet does learn Flamethrower. Trying to think of some grass types here. I mean, if all else fails, I have a Alolan Exeggutor at the very least, but I know there's something else that gets it. Oh! The Pumpkaboo line! Boom! Pretty good score there. 48 to 38? Okay. At least common. Applin, fair enough. I should have guessed Applin. Should have went with my gut. Okay. Calyrex, okay, fair enough. Ogerpon, yeah. Iron Leaves are still a very good hit though. Notice how most of these are. Notice how all the top ones are Gen 9 Laval. Okay. Pumpkaboo average, yeah. I mean, fair enough. I was right though, Pumpkaboo. Yep. It's just Pumpkaboo, Gorgeist, then Alolan, Eggy, and Scovillain. So I'm glad I remembered that one. Raging Bolt, yep, best hit. Oh, Miraidon. Fun enough, still worse. Oh, and Dracozolt, but that's fine. Rotom Wash, fair enough. All the Rotoms are here. Iron Hand's still pretty good though. Dracozolt, fair enough. Geodude, still good though, yeah. Grab a little Electrike. Electrike little flamethrower? I knew Manectric did, I didn't know Electric did. Fair enough. Oh, Electivire does. And the Electros, but those are bad. Still a pretty good guess there though, yeah. Droopy, Tatsugiri. Oh yeah, Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri's pretty good there. I always forget about that one somehow. Which is weird, because I love Tatsugiri. Especially the curly form, that's orange. Dracovish. Kill the Ordinary. Walking Wing was a very good guess there though, yeah. And then, yeah. Rainy Cast Form. Slowbro Mega, and then obviously Slowpoke and Slowbro and Slowking. Remoraid learns? I knew Octillery did. Fuck up, I don't think I thought about Octillery yesterday. You think I would have thought about Octillery more considering I just finished off a video where I had an Alpha Octillery, but it is what it is. Because yeah, I pointed out Walking Wake, obviously Volcanion, a bit too simple. Gyarados, Slowbro, yeah, Remoraid, Palkia mentioned, Palkia Origin mentioned, but we still got the best one with Rainy Cast Form. You'll love to see it. And we get to pause music there, because we're done. That was a really, really good day, despite my low-key headache. But yeah, no, that's it. That's it for our guessing today. On to gambling 2! You know what? To make up for that day of streaming that I missed, the second... No, sorry, it was the fourth. It was the fourth. The fourth that I missed. We're doing a bonus off-stream Balatrodle and PokéDoku today. Music. And we were starting this month off with Ride the Bus, I believe. Yeah. Let's go on the bus. Oh, cheaper common, non-scaling, not kind small chips. Perhaps it is crafty? Not chips, but it is $4. Okay, that answers that. $4. We know it's not plus malt or chips. It's also not tiny small. And it has to be common. Egg? Okay, it's Econ to the not to the moon. It can't be to the moon. To-do list? Yeah. Has to be to-do list. There we go. Not terrible. Not terrible. Okay. PokéDoku time. Okay. We have Fighting Paradox. Slitherwing. Iron Hands. And I think it's just them. Let's go for Slitherwing. Okay. Fighting Final Evolution. How about Annihilate? Ew, that's fairly common. Psychic Fighting, Gallade Mega. Okay. Paradox and Fairy type. You got Fluttermane, you got Screamtail. What else? I don't think any of the future ones are Fairy. Oh, Fighting Paradox also included Koraidon. Well, it's a little late for that one, but it's fine. Yeah, Fairy Paradox is... yeah. Slitherwing, no Slitherwing. Screamtail, Fluttermane, Iron Valiant. Okay. Fairy Final Evolution. And then Fairy Mega. Okay. How's about... okay, no, there's no Gardevoir Mega. I don't think I want to go for that one just because. Fairy Final. Whimsicott. And then Fairy Psychic. It's not okay. It's not Mega. Okay, Fairy Psychic. Well, how about Hatterene G-Max? There we go. Fire Paradox. There's the Entei, Iron Moth, and I want to say that's it. There may be another one. Hold on. Let's go for Iron Moth. Ooh, the worst hit. Okay. Fire Final Evolution. A lot of options here. So what do I want to go for? How about Marowak Alola? Okay, and Fire Psychic. That would be Armarouge, Victini. Let's go for Armarouge this time. Okay. Okay, I know Iron Moth isn't a great hit. Okay. At least common. Koraidon, yeah, fair enough. Great Tusk. Okay, I forgot about Great Tusk. Also Iron Valiant as well, but Koraidon. Yeah, I realized Koraidon, but like Quaquaval, yeah, there's a lot of Fighting Final Evolution. I picked a pretty bad one, actually, and I picked a very high score there. Shit. Ooh. Mega Mewtwo X. Gallade Mega's still pretty good, though. Iron Valiant was the best one there. Okay, yeah, good one. Galarian Weezing. Whimsicott's not terrible, at least. Mime Jr., yeah. Tapu Lele. Yeah, there are better options there. I should have went for Screamtail. Oh well, too late. Yeah, that was a 50-50 and we just got the slightly worse guess. Darm, Zen, okay. Alolan Marowak's actually an okay pick there. Okay, and then Armarouge is the best one. Yay! Nice. Forgot about Zen Darmanitan, but it didn't matter for that one. Teehee. Best guess. Okay. And that's it for the bonus off-stream day. Yay! There we go. Start recording for this Balatrodle PokéDoku and music, and then start guessing. Just looked up. Fair enough. Hopefully, I had a good sleep. Oh, it's a plus. Okay. If it's not RNG, then that gives me 3 or 4 options. Cell phone? No, it's not cell phone. It's walkie-talkie. That's what it is. Cell phone is the wadded version. Okay, I was on the right track. It is Scholar. Also, hi Fire, welcome on in. Thanks for the resub. 6 months. That's a new sub badge. The Cinema Waddle League. Congratulations. But yes, thank you for the resub. Hope you continue to enjoy your badge, emotes, lack of ads, all that good stuff. Hopefully you've been having a good day. I turned that off as well, and I double checked last stream because it popped up last stream and I was like, why is it still popping up? I turned that drop off. Thanks, Duolingo, you suck. And then we got our PokéDoku. Bug type evolved by trade. The obvious ones here are Carablast. Well, the evolutions of Carablast. So Escavalier and Excelgor. But I think there's more bug trade evolutions. We can come back to that later, but I'm pretty sure there are more. Bug monotype. Fun enough, Carablast works here, but I'm going to go for Escavalier here. I'm going to throw that one away just to get it here. No, Escavalier's not mono, it's Excelgor. It's Excelgor. Excelgor. That's the bug monotype, yeah. Boom. Which corporate bird? AI corporate bird. Don't forget about that part. Bug poison. There's actually a surprisingly small amount of bug poison types. So I'm gonna go for Whirlipede. Control doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, ghost type evolved by trade. Gengar is the obvious one here. But I know that there's more. I know that Gorgeist. Boom. Ghost monotype. There's not a ton of those. Mischievous, Mismagius. I know there's more though. I know there's more. They're just not that common. Houndstone. Oh, hey, shiny Houndstone, nice. And Ghost Poison, there's like 5 of? How about Gengar G-Max? Because there's the whole Gengar line, and then there's Pecharunt. There's not a lot. Okay. Have anyone noticed that anything do anything to some pop-up? Never actually gained this. Still actually every single time. Microsoft for just completely cancel after the Game Pass. Microsoft are very suck. Okay, so Sinnoh evolved by trade. There's not a ton here. I'm trying to think of any of the late stage Pokemon, like the late Dex. So I don't think there's actually a lot here that evolved by trade. Okay, so shit like Yanmega's level up with a move, Licky Licky's level up with a move, Tangrowth's level up with a move. Glaceon and Leafeon are Evo Stones, so those are not evolved by trade. There's Magmortar and Electivire, those count. I'm trying to think of if there's any more. Are there any Sinnoh specific Pokemon that aren't those two? Sinnoh specifics. I'm just quickly going through them in my head. I'm trying to think of towards like the middle of the decks, maybe? I think I'm gonna have to go for either Electivire or Magmortar. Those two are the obvious ones, and I feel like I'm missing a third one. But if it's only those two, then that's really funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Electivire this time. Okay, okay. Sinnoh Monotype. Fun enough, Magmortar works here. Okay, and then Sinnoh Poison type. Udu, Roserade, Skorupi, Drapion, my fucking favorites. Sarcasm. Skorupi, not Skorupi, I said Skorupi already. Skuntank and Stunky. I'm trying to think of more. None of the legendaries or mythicals are poison type except for Poison Arceus, but that does not count. None of the starters. The bird isn't. Let's go for Stunky here. Actually, wait, no, hold on. If there's bug poison, oddly enough, I think Skorupi might not be a terrible pick here. Famous last words, watch as it fucking robs me blind. Okay, so I have to get a bug type evolved by trade. As I said, there's Excelgor and Escavalier. I feel like I'm forgetting an obvious one though. Let's see, Gen 1 bugs, none of them evolved by trade. Wait. Caesar is another one. That's an option. Gen 3 bugs. The Wormpole line doesn't evolve by trade, and Kata doesn't evolve by trade. Burmy in Gen 4 doesn't evolve by trade. Sorry, I've not been looking at chat, so if anyone's been saying something in chat, but yeah, I've been thinking real hard. I'm sure go for Escavalier. Because I feel like there's not that many bugs that evolve by trade. I'll check this list, see if there's another one. Because I don't think Cleaver evolved by trade. I don't know, is Cleaver level up with the Augerite or is it trade? I'm not sure. I don't want to take that gamble. I know there's Caesar, which is traded in Metal Coat. And then there's a Scavalier. Whatever. I'm just going to go for a Scavalier here. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see these numbers. Oh, Escavalier was the best. Yep, it was just those three. Okay, good. High fire. Okay, so yeah, Escavalier was actually the best hit there. Lucky me. Mono bug type, fair enough, there's a lot. Volbeat was a good one. Excelgar's pretty decent there, at least. People have wisened up the Cowboy Hat Caterpie. Don't know why that's there, but people have wisened up to that one. Where are the people? There's an okay pick there. Could have been better, though. Keep forgetting about Spinarak. Scorp is pretty good for that one, actually. Okay, Gorgeist, yeah. Gorgeist was the... Yeah, there aren't really that many Ghosts Evolved by trade, and I hit the moderate. Yeah, cat. That's the first time hearing of that. Ghost Mono type Gimmighoul. Houndstone was pretty good though, and it was shiny, so I can't complain. Okay, yeah, Gengar, Mega, Gengar, Gmax, Gengar. We got the worst of the three Gengars, but you know, it's what it's. Dusknoir for Sinnoh evolved by trade. Okay, Rhyperior. Porygon Z. I forgot about my duck. God damn, that's unfortunate. Rhyperior, Dusknoir. Sinnoh Monotype, Manaphy. What did I say for that one again? I said something that's apparently pretty far down. Yeah, Magmortar was pretty far down. Wow. Wow, Magmortar was like the worst thing that wasn't a starter or Bidoof. That's crazy. Yikes. And then Bidoof for poison. Scorpion was not great. I got robbed. Wow. Anyway, it is what it is. And that's it for today's session of Balatrodle and PokéDoku. Time to power wash, finally. Guess games. Guess games back. I almost started guessing before I put the music back on. That would have been unnecessary. Okay, there we go. Bus riding. Again. Okay, it's more expensive, but it's $7 or $8. Non-scaling. Stuntman? Okay, so $7 uncommon. It's a $7 uncommon. What could that be? I think before to drop it. That would be a little annoying. Let's see. It's not plus molt, it's not ships, and I'm assuming it's it's not times molt just based on the fact that it would say near. If so, It needs to be $7 though. There's not a lot that are $7 specifically that aren't scaling. Is that scaling times molt? I believe Seance is $6. Shortcut! Okay, so they have it. We confirmed it's uncommon, but it's not hands and discard related. What could it be? I want to say it's not smeared, because smeared feels like it's tied to hand, it must be tied to other. Yeah, no, it's right. Thought so, okay. So it's not molt, it's not ships, it's not times molt, rough gem? Hey, there we go. Okay. Nice hit. Yeah, a little bit long, but that's fine. We seem to go fast in the PokéDoku smile. And with that, we'll start it. Close that, and Electrotype from from Paldea / Area 0. So we got Raging Bolt, we have Iron Thorns, Iron Hands, we have Belly Bolt, Tadbulb, does Red have one gold for is the important question. Miraidon, there's Miraidon. Okay, I think I want to go for Iron Thorns. Okay. Electrotype can learn Flamethrower. We did this one the other day, so let's go Golem Alola. That's how you call Golem Alola. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. And then Electric Dragon, since it's probably going to be guessed somewhere else based on like all the other things, you can probably go Miraidon here. Okay. I mean, fun enough, Raging Bolt would also work. Okay, so we got... let's go... Then we can go Raging Bolt here, because it's probably already been guessed in one of the other two categories. That took This is suspiciously slow, I don't know why. Paradox, they can learn Flamethrower. The obvious one is Iron Moth. I don't know if Slitherwing learns it. It might. I know the Miraidon doesn't. Does Koraidon? Because I know Koraidon... Wait, no, I think it uses Flamethrower. I think I've seen it use Flamethrower. I want to say I've seen it use Flamethrower. I know it uses Flare Blitz, but I swear I've seen it use Flamethrower. Yes, okay. And Dragon-type Paradox, we can go for... How about... oh, Gouging Fire would also work. So let's go for Gouging Fire here. Okay. Dark-type from Paldea and DLC. Okay. Not from the DLCs. Not that I can think of really quickly. Mischief, Maboste, the Treasures of Ruin. Let's go Chiyu. Nope, that's how you spell that. There we go. Yeah, let's go the funny Firefish. Dark type can learn Flamethrower. Fun enough, it would have worked there, but we can go for something else. I feel like Zoroark's gonna be a pretty obvious one. I don't know if Zorua learns Flamethrower, but I know Zoroark does. I feel like Zoroark's gonna be pretty obvious, but okay. Dark Dragon, Hydreigon Line and Roaring Moon. Hey, okay, let's see. Okay, I think we got maybe one not great hit. I think it may have been Zoroark, but let's see. Let's go. Waterol, fair enough. Miraidon, Palma, Iron Thorns. Yeah, I mean, those are all fairly close together. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Sandy Shocks. That would have actually just been worse. Okay. Yeah, Iron Thorns. Best of the Paradoxes aren't Miraidon. Geodude, yeah, fair enough. I just remember Dracozolt for this one. Because Geodude is kind of falling off L plus ratio. I mean, Geodude is still best, but Golem is not a great one. But yeah. Oh, Mega Ampharos was the best one there. Miraidon was middle of the pack. Okay. Iron Moth, fair enough. Yeah, there's obviously a lot. Like all of them. Raging Bolt was not... it was okay. Iron Jugulus is surprisingly at the bottom somehow. Kind of surprising. Screamtail learned Flamethrower. Okay, Iron Thorns couldn't have guessed that. Okay. I mean, Koraidon was still third best. Second best are the ones I could have guessed. So that's not that bad. Yeah, the fire types are way too obvious. Yeah, Miraidon. Gouging Fire, yeah. I couldn't guess Miraidon there, so I already guessed it. Okay, second best. Tingloot, yeah, I mean, yeah. Meowscarada, Bombardier, Roaring Moon, Kingambit. Well, there's a lot more Dark types than I remembered, but we still got one of the better ones there. T-Tar Mega, okay, fair enough, yeah, there's a lot of better ones that I could have went for there. I just couldn't remember. Wow, Houndoom would have been better. Well, Houndoom Mega and Houndour. That's crazy. I'm actually going to pause music since we're almost done with this part. And then, yeah, Roaring Moon was the best one. Yay! Go me. I actually forgot about Guzzlord, but it would have been worse. But yeah. That's today's guessing game. Well, guessing game's done. Yippee! We are doing some more guessing. Yippee. Okay. Music. Boss riding. And okay. So it's either plus malt plus chips or times malt. It was Scholar the other day. How about walkie talkie? Yep. I used my intuition for that one. Nice guess. I still have yet to get it immediately, but it will happen. Copium. It will happen. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we got our PokéDoku. By out of contest Pokemon, who, that's my goal, that's my Porygon 2 right there. But we're not going to guess it for Johto normal type. But first of all, we have Johto bug type, we have Caesar, we have Heracross, obviously both of their megas, we have Lediba, Ledian, I want to say there's like one more. Spinarak and Ariados. Ooh, that's not great. Well, if there's 8 of them, that's... normal type from Johto, as I said already, Porygon 2 is the obvious one concerned. It's literally right there. That's my goat, but we're not going to go for it. Instead, we're going to go Blissey. Okay, Johto Psychic type. Natu, Xatu, Lugia, Smoochum. Okay, Mega Evolved Bug. How about Heracross Mega? Okay, let's see, there's Heracross, there's Caesar. I want to say there's one more. I'm pretty sure I just had Pinsir, that was the other one. Mega Evolved Normal type. How about, I don't know, Mega. Yeah, there's not a lot of them either. Mega Evolved Psychic type. Okay, now there's a fair few of those. How about Mewtwo X? Okay, Grass Bug. Again, not a ton of these. Let's go Leavanny here. I feel like that's not a great one, but like I said, there's not a lot of bug grass types overall. Grass Normal. I know that there's the Arboliva line. I want to say there's one more, but it's not quite coming to mind. So I'm going to go for Arboliva. You are a believer. And Grass Psychic. Okay, there's a lot more of those because there's Eggy. There's both the Eggies, so regular and Executor or Execute and Executor. Celebi, Iron Leaves. I feel like we got one bad hit. Oh my god, we had a lot of bad hits. Well, that was a bad start. Yeah, that was a terrible one. Pretty much anything would have been better than fucking that. Holy shit. Hey, Blissey was good, though. Okay, Celebi. Switchum's still decent. Okay. Heracross Mega was not great, but Caesar Mega would have been better. Yeah, okay. Pidgeot, not great hit there. And Mega Mewtwo X is okay. Well, yeah, Leavanny was absolutely the worst there. Arboliva was the second worst there. Jesus. And Iron Leaves was in the middle. Yeah, we did not get a lot of good hits today. We got a lot of pretty bad ones, actually. We got a lot of pretty bad hits. Hey, at least we got one perfect hit. Copium. Yeah, no, that was rough. That was not very good for us. But yeah, I guess that's not when you go too fast. You don't really think too hard about these things. But yeah. That's it for today's session. That was not a 10 out of 10 run, despite the date. More card game, or guessing game based on card game, and then PokéDoku. Yeah, I'm on this side of the screen today because of Doom, and the fact that I'm on this side of the screen when I play Doom. But yes, ride the bus. $6, no RNG. Cool. Okay, not scaling, not mult of any sort. $6 non-scaling in any way. Flower Pot? No, it can't be Flower Pot. No, it can't be Titan's Malt. I want to say it'll be like an Econ Joker or something, but I'm not sure which one it could be. Burglar? Okay, so we know it's uncommon now. It's not Hands discard based, but we know it's uncommon. Okay. Seance? Okay, it's not Seance. It's not a creation based Joker. Okay, so yeah, that means that it's either an other ability. Oh, it's other or like Econ. Cola? It was Cola. Okay. Glad I thought about the other category there. Okay. But hey, PokéDoku time. Okay, so we got middle stage flying. Has to be flying. My brain briefly thought Dragonair, but no, it's not part flying, is it? I mean, I have options. Obviously, there's most of the options from regional birds, but I'm going to try to think of something other than that. Oh, Togetic? Oh, it was shiny. Nice. Lucky me. Middle Evo Electric. I mean, Electabuzz is an option. Obviously, Magneton. Graveler Alola. Not a bad idea there, actually. That's nice about Graveler. Fairy Middle Evolution. Togetic would have been fucking perfect there. How about... Okay, Floette doesn't evolve. Oh, sorry, Floette Eternal doesn't evolve, so it has to be regular Floette. Ugh. There's not a lot of middle fairies. That's not good. Oh, no, we just picked the worst one. Evolved by level up flying type. Well, that Togetic also works here. I feel like a mid-stage, starter flying type. How about Corvusquire here, actually? Okay. Evolved by level up electric type. Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a good idea here, yeah. And evolved by fairy level up, Hurlio. Rock flying, we have Aerodactyl Mega, we have Archon, Archeops. Let's go Aerodactyl Mega. Aero Mega. Okay, Rock Electric, there's not a lot of those, funnily enough. Graveler Alola is actually pretty good here. I'm gonna go Iron Thorns, because I feel like Geodude and Golem would be more picked there. Can't go for Graveler here, so we already guessed it there. And Fairy Rock. Oh, Carbink, Diancie, Mega. I'm sure there's another one. Let's go Diancie Mega. Ugh. Well, better than yesterday. Yesterday was not good at all. Okay, Togetic, hey, best hit. Oh, another best hit. Let's go. Graveler Alola. Nice. Okay, yeah, fair enough. We couldn't get the best hit there. Marill was not... Oh, Floette was the worst one. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I forgot about Marill and Jigglypuff and stuff. Togetic again here, which we can't go for. Yeah, Corvusquire's pretty far down. That's not very good. Magnezone. Okay, fair enough. There's a lot of good options here. And we picked a... one. Marill, yeah. I kind of went for the middle evolution there, but maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well. Minior. Fucking Minior. I still honestly don't get why all the different forms of Minior count separately. I really don't. I don't think they should, but I don't know. Anyway, Iron Thorns. Yeah, that was the best guess there. Thought so. And I mean, that was a 3. They're all pretty close together. I mean, we had some decent hits. Like, those two were pretty good, but then, you know, that one was bad. A couple of these ones weren't great. And Mega Arrow also was amazing, but oh well. Hey, we're actually getting fairly quick at these, although we're also not getting the best guesses. Maybe I need to start slowing things down a little bit? I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today's session, though. Yes, Balatrodle, PokéDoku. Back in the right position after Doom yesterday and the day before. Ding! Bus riding, again. Oh, it's plus mult common, non-scaling, cheaper. Oh, wait, that means it can only be, like, Jimbo, right? Or Jimbo or Jolly. Yep, thought so. Yep. That's why 6 is such a good benchmark for that. 6 is an incredible benchmark for that. But yeah, PokéDoku time. Hopefully we do a little better than the last couple days. God, I'm so tempted to pick Torchic for, like, fucking Hoenn fire type. But that line typically goes pretty high. So how about Groudon Primal? Or Cast Form Fire? Oh, how about Camerupt Mega, actually? Ugh. Okay, Fire Legendary. Groudon Primal is probably not a terrible idea here. Famous last words. Ogerpon. I'm gonna go Ogerpon Heartflame. Fire Monotype. I can go cast form though. Oh, this track's gonna be way too long for this. The Sky Tower's a banger. Fire monotype, yes, okay. Ice type from Hoenn. How about Glalie Mega? Glalie Mega, Ice type legendary. There's Articuno, all the Curums, and Glastrier and Calyrex Ice. Literally have ice in the name, but then we can go cast form here. Cast form Snowy here, yeah. Yay, my cast forms, yay. Dragon type from Poland. There's a lot here. Mega, what's it called? Altaria is the one that you'd probably expect. Also, you know what? Just for the theme, let's go Rayquaza Mega. Just because we're in Sky Tower. Okay. Dragon type legendary. There's a lot of these. You know what? Let's go Kyurem, actually. Let's go Kyurem White here. The people probably would have guessed an ice type legendary. And Dragon Monotype. Druddigon is like the obvious one here. Then you got like Gume Line. You have so right there's not a lot of pure dragon types. Dratini, Dragonair. I feel like I typically go Jangmo for Dragon Monotype. I'm trying to think, has there been a recent one? I don't think there's been a super recent Mono Dragon type. I'm just gonna go, I could go Gume this time. Yeah, let's go Gume. 5%, okay. I mean, that's not bad, honestly. 51 out of 40, that's pretty good. Especially compared to the last couple days. Okay. Oh, wow, Blaziken Mega fucking destroyed them. Holy shit. Counter Mega still second best. Yep, Ogerpon Heartflame. Glad I changed that. I mean, Mega was not that much more guess, but still. Fennekin, okay, fair enough. Late stage starter meta for sure. Casper Sunny's still pretty good though. Regice, Glalie Mega. I mean, fair enough, second best again. Kyurem Black, okay, I should have guessed one of the Kyurems, but it's fine. Still under 10% though, so that's good. Standard Garm. Ooh, Castform Snowy is third, sorry, yay. Latios, yeah, I always forget about the Latios somehow. But I guess I was thinking of Sky Tower for the Rayquaza here. Salamence also shows up there, right? No. Zygarde, fair enough. I went for one of the Kyurems just because somebody. Oh wow, regular Kyurem would have been better. That was probably my worst guess. I should have went for Jangmo. Regidrago. I mean, yeah, I should have went for Jangmo, but I feel like I always get Jangmo. I mean, still pretty good today. Way better than yesterday, and I'm pretty sure way better than the day before as well. I think the day before was fucking terrible. But yeah, I guess we hear this music later, but for now, that's it for today. We've been going really fast these last few days. I can't complain. We're just getting better, I guess. But yeah, that's it for today's session. So yeah, another day, another Balatrodle and PokéDoku. I actually forgot to do the Balatrodle specifically yesterday, off stream. Oops, my bad. So our streak is broken. Oh no. Anyway, okay, so still non-scaling, still not common. Okay. Those are all plus mult or times mult, so... It needs to be $6. Burglar? Okay, so yeah, no, that proves it's uncommon. It's not hands or discards, though. Okay. Okay, it's not that. Blackboard is tiny small. So yeah, let me know some comments. 6 cents? Oh, okay, we're on the right track. One long word that begins with C. It's not Constellation, not Cavendish, not Card Sharp. Certificate. No, it's not. I guess I could have read that, but huh. Maybe I should have waited a moment. It's not Campfire. Cardamancer. Hold on. Okay, no, there was literally no way to tell between those two. They have the same amount of letters. So, yeah, that was just a 50-50 on those two. Okay, well then. On to PokéDoku now. Boop. What's that? Psychic Water, we got the Slowbro line, or well, Slowpoke line, Starmie. I'm sure we got one fairly recently. Just trying to think about it. Water Psychic, not Lugia, Lamel. I'm pretty sure we got one of those recently. I'll come back to this. Water Paradox, there's the Delibird Iron Bundle, Walking Wake. I think it's just those two. Yeah, I think it's just those two. Maybe there's a third one. Hold on. Great Tusk, Brute Bonnet, the Mischievous, which is Ghost Fairy, the Roaring Moon. I'm sure the Walking Wake. I think there's only two anyway. We got the worst of the two options. Water type from Kalos. We got Marini. Not Marini, sorry, that's Gen 7. Sorry. We have Skrill. The starters, obviously. I don't think Ash Greninja counts. I know regular Greninja. I don't know if Ash Greninja does though. So I think that's a low one. I don't want to take that gamble yet. I haven't committed that information to memory yet. Yeah, we got a Water type Kalos, Skrill. There's actually surprisingly not that many. Ooh, Clauncher and Clawitzer. Give me a Clawitzer. Okay. Psychic Steel. Iron Crown. Steel Paradox. So we can't go Iron Crown here. What other options do we have? We have Iron Treads. Iron Treads. Not Koraidon, not Miraidon. I may have screwed myself. Is there another one? Hold on. Let me think of the future ones. Okay. Treads, Bundle, Moth, Valiant, Jugulus, Hands, Thorns. Yeah, I may have screwed myself. I think there's only two, and I think I got the worst one there. That is unfortunate. Yep. Steel type from Kalos, Aegislash, both forms, its evos. I know there's more. Is there more actually? I don't think Megas count. I'm sure there's at least one more. I almost said Mawile. No, that's not right. I don't think Megas count here. I don't want to gamble on a Mega. Dark Psychic. Hey, that's Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound. Ooh, there's not a lot of them. Dark type Paradox Pokemon. Roaring Moon, since that's on my mind already. Ooh. Kalos Dark type. Hoopa Unbound would have worked here, damn. So does Malamar and Inkay, actually. Hold on. What else is there? Greninja. I'm gonna go Inkay. Kalosian Steel type. I'm sure there's more than just Aegislash line. I'm certain. I'm trying to like quickly run through the decks. No, not the legendary things. None of the legendaries are. Noivern, no. Goodra, no. Hisuian Goodra, yes, that's Hisuian, so that doesn't count. Holution, no. Sylveon, no. Dedenne, no. Aurorus line and Tyrantrum line, no. I think the steel type guy from Kalos literally only has Aegislash as Colossian. He has Aegislash, Probopass, Caesar, and obviously 2 others, but I can't remember what exactly they are. I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Go, give me Aegislash Blade. Okay, Water Psychic. I'm sure we had something recently for this. Now that we're back to this, I'm sure we had something recently. Let's say we're back to a long PokéDoku session compared to the last few. Bruxish. I feel like people are going to go for Bruxish though. Low-key, I feel people are going to go for Bruxish. Veluza! I was right! We did have one recently. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I got 2 bad 50-50s, so... Okay. Slowpoke, I mean, fair enough. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't go for Bruxish. I was correct in that assumption. Honestly, I'm surprised people don't guess Slowpoke line more. I guess it's because it's like Gen 1, Gen 2, people just think of it and like avoid it. Okay. Iron Bundle, yeah, that one's a 50-50 with the worst of 2. Volcanion. Oh, Ashford Ninja does count. Okay, I could have went for that one. Okay. I wasn't sure if it did, but I know something's formed weird. The Cosmo Duskmane, Iron Crown was, yeah. I mean, that was a bad hit. That was a good hit there, but it was bad because of the next one, so... You know, that could have been a lot better. H/Shield and Blade, yeah. Klefki. Well, Klefki would have been so much worse, so I'm glad I didn't go for it. Inkay, second best there. Hoop Unbound was... I mean, honestly, swap those 2 and I have a really, really good showing for those ones. But yeah, I said... Ashwin Ninja would have been good if I remembered it exists. No, if I knew it worked good for that. Oh, that was actually the best archetype there. Nice. Okay. Long session, but that went well. 2 bad ones, but a couple of pretty good ones. Then again, those 2 bad ones were the 50-50s. Everything that wasn't the 50-50 was pretty good except Closer. So, like, I guess? I mean, Bruxish wasn't amazing. No, Veluza wasn't amazing either, but, like, it could have been a lot worse. But, yeah, no, I think we had some decent... As I said, the only bad hits were the 50-50s, but even then, those were literally 50-50s, so, you know, could have been worse. But that's it for today's session. Alright, more of this. Just before Legends ZA, fun enough, we might have another one later when we finish the game, playing the game for today. But either way, music and bus riding. Okay. Not $6. Okay, cheaper uncommon. Oops. Okay, we're on the right track. It is an other. It is an other category. So it's $5 uncommon that has an other ability. Okay. Has to be $5. Retrigger. That's would mine count as other? No, it's retrigger copy. Okay. I guess it does say retrigger on. That's entirely on me there. Okay. Creation. Midas Mask is like $7 though. Luchador? Okay, that was the right track. Mr. Bones. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I would have been 4 if I hadn't guessed a mime. But it is what it is. Okay, let's hide that and let's do the PokéDoku. We have a fairy type from Paldea. Fluttermane, Iron Valiant is an option. We have I know we have more. Darkspawn, Fido. None of the DLC Pokemon are fairy. I'm just gonna go for... Let's go Iron Valiant. Okay. Fairy with no evolution line, we can go Fluttermane here. Fairy Legendary, we got Xerneas, we have all the Tapus, all of them. Zacian, both forms. Okay, let's go... Let's go Tapu Lele. Okay, Paldea dual type. We have a decent amount of options here. Let's go for... Let's go for Ogerpon Wellspring. Okay, dual type with no evolution line. We can go for another Ogerpon. Ogerpon Cornerstone. No, Heartflame. And then a dual type legendary. We could go for the third Ogerpon in a row if we wanted. So let's do that because it's funny. Okay. Paldean Pokemon that can learn Psychic. Again, avoid Psychic types. So what do we want to go for here? Iron Valiant would have been pretty good here, I think. I think it learns Psychic. Iron Boulder, I'm pretty sure it does. I guess those are all Psychic type. I don't regularly think about Paldean Pokemon that can learn Psychic, I'm gonna be completely honest. So I'm not entirely sure of a one that's not got the type. Let's change that. No evolution line that can learn Psychic. There's a lot of potential options here. I'm trying to think of one. When I pulled this page up earlier to use it for stream, I had a good idea on that one, but now I'm forgetting. No evil line can learn Psychic. Again, you want a Psychic type for this one. Oh, you don't want a Psychic type for this one. I know I had a good idea for this one. Okay. Legendary that can learn Psychic that is ideally not a Psychic type. My brain thought Manaphy earlier, but I was like, no, that's a mythical, not a legendary, so that would not count. That would not be good. I want to say I've seen... No, I didn't. I don't know if Kyurem gets it. Wait, doesn't Landorus get it? I'm pretty sure I've seen Landorus use Psychic, but maybe I'm thinking of Sludge Bomb. Hey, it was shiny as well. That makes Landorus work for the other one as well. Perfect. Okay. Neat. A shiny Landorus. Very epic. And then we want a Paldean Pokemon that can learn Psychic. Again, ideally, not a... Also, I just realized we are all Legendary or Paradox Pokemon right now. Does Terapagos? That would make sense if it did. Damn it. Okay, that's on me. I was not sure. I should have just went for something that was more consistent. Iron Moth. Okay, Terapagos doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I kind of fumbled that one at the end. Honestly, anything would have been good, but yeah. I did not know if Terapagos learned it. So let's see. Pinkaton, Pheasantipede. Okay, I mean, Iron Valiant's lower half. I mean, Pheasantipede twice. You can't... Like, the fact that Pheasantipede was, like, numbered, like, 1 for 3 different categories is kind of fucked up, pretty much. So, let's see, what do we guess here? But, I mean, there's actually a surprisingly large amount of fairies that are not, well, small. They're not permanently line. Fairy Legendary, yeah, okay. Tapu Lele, okay, that was actually a pretty bad one. It was the worst Tapu, are you kidding? God damn it. Frigibax. Oh yeah, Ogerpon's pretty good there. There are so many dual-type no evolution line ones. Like, just so many. 0.4% is pretty good though. 1.3% is not great there actually. It's okay, but it's not amazing. But Evoltol is there, but I guess it is Legend ZA Day, so... Yeah, I already did that one. I fucked that one up. Oh, Zekrom does learn it! I thought about Kyurem, but I was like, no, they don't. I don't know if they learned it, but they learn extra sensory. I mean, Landorus was still a good pick, though. Yeah, Landorus is still a very good pick there, to be fair. I guess there's a lot of the Gen 5 legendaries learn Psychic for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, but they do. Yeah, God, that was actually pretty good for thinking of these two, but then I fumbled the last one. It is what it is, though. Womp womp. But yeah, that's it for today's session. Sadly fumbled it at the end, but what else can you do? Technically, twice in one stream, but it's a 10-hour gap between the two. So yeah, let's ride a bus here. As usual. 6 common. Okay, scaling common, but it's not mull. Is it money? Is it chips? Is it ice cream? It's runner. I was on the right track with that one. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Yay. Okay, on to Pokemon. Oh, PokéDoku. Field fighting. Lucario, Mega Lucario, Cobalion. I'm pretty sure we had one kind of recently as well. I'm sure we had another one kind of recently. Think? I know I'm forgetting one. I'm going to say Lucario Mega, but I know I'm forgetting one. Fighting type from Hoenn. Meta-type Medicham, Mega Medicham, Hariyama, Makuhita, Medicham Mega. Okay, fighting type from Alola. Crabominable, Crabrawler, Buzzwole, Pheromosa. Okay. Rock Steel, Probopass. Freaking Magma. I do like drinking water, which I still didn't actually hydrate, so 1 second. There we go. Rock type from Alola. There's Nihilego, but I feel like that's a fairly obvious one. I don't think I want to go for that one. What else is there? Lycanroc. There's the 4 different Lycanroc. Give me Lycanroc Midnight. Okay. Steel Ghost. There's the Aegis Slashes, which I think they're the only ones. Or there's one extra one that I forgot about. Because this was like literally 2 days ago this was an option. I already forgot. Okay, but Ali, you're forgetting something important. Groudon may be on a small piece of rock surrounded by the ocean. But what's surrounding the ocean? That's right, more land. Boom. Anyway, Ghost type from Hoenn. How about Sableye Mega? And Alolan Ghost. There's actually a lot of options here. There's Mimikyu, which is probably going to be pretty common. There's Blacephalon. Space technically counts. Okay, 99 to 67. Okay, we got a bad hit somewhere. Oh, Zamazenta. Oh, I totally forgot about Zamazenta crowned. Yep. Oops. Combusken, Blaziken, Medicham. Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, hey, Mega Medicham's not that bad. Sprite Blaziken's top 2 though. Like those 2. Those are normally not that high. Stuffle. Oh yeah, Stuffle. I mean, Pheromosa is still pretty good. Glad I didn't go for the funny crab. Shieldon, yeah, I mean, Probopass still second, that's pretty good. Aggron, although, I mean, yeah, I should have went for Aggron, my brain thought of it, but a bit late, oh well. I'm still annoyed that all these Minior forms count separately. I don't think they should, it's literally just color. It's literally just a difference in color. I can understand if there's like unshelled and meteor form, but like, why are all the colors separate? It pisses me off. Goldango, well, I'm glad I didn't go for it. I think they should only count separately if there's like an actual stat difference. Hey, Saved by Medical, best hit, nice. And the Crossmadonna's, but that one's still decent. Yeah, okay, Mimikyu were literally the two worst options for that in terms of score, so I'm glad I didn't go for that. I feel like the PokéDoku after I played Pokemon was faster than the one than before I played it. But I don't remember how long the session went earlier, so you know. It is what it is. But yeah, that's it for today's session, and that'll be it for today's stream overall. Incredibly rare midstream Balatrodle in PokéDoku, because we just finished up our Left 4 Dead collab stream. The first one. But yeah, let's rate a boss. That's how you spell right. There we go. Ooh, pretty good. Scaling, uncommon scaling plus mul. Okay. Uncommon scaling plus mul. That's pretty, haha, uncommon. I guess there's ceremonial dagger. Isn't that 6? There's dagger, there's flashcard, which I think is like 7? Yeah, that is 6, I was right, okay. Just wanted to make sure, uncommon. No, I don't think it's any of these ones so far. Green Joker's common, red card is common. Fortune Teller's also common. Flashcard is the only one I can think of right now. Oh, wait, Spare Trousers? Oh, that's also $6, damn it. I should do Flashcard, but I'm pretty sure Flashcard's also like $6 or $7, isn't it? Oh no, it was 5. Okay, that's on me. I should have hit that one sooner. I was not sure if it was 6 or 7. Okay. PokéDoku time. Okay. First evolution line can learn Razor Leaf. I want to say Smoliv? I think Smoliv learns Razor Leaf. Surprisingly few amount of Pokemon learn Razor Leaf, to be fair. Can learn Razor Leaf Grass type. How about Venusaur Mega? Okay, and can learn Razor Leaf First Partner. Can I do Venusaur G-Max here? No, I can't. Okay, I don't know. I don't think the Monkey does. I don't think Rillaboom in that line do. I said Razor Leaf is not a very common move for them to learn. I want to say Decidueye does. Yep, okay, good call. First evolution line, Johto. How about a Smoochum? Okay, good hit, I think. Johto Grass type. Obviously there's the Chikorita line, there's the Hoppip line. There's not a ton, but I know there's at least 1 or 2 more. What I want to go for with this one? I think I'll just go Hoppip. Sure. Okay. Johto First Partner. How about Feraligatr? Okay. First evolution line Monotype. There are so many options here. Like, okay. There's just a lot of options here. How about Type Null? Grass Monotype. Decent amount of options here. What would I want to go for? Shaman? And mono-type first partner, which is a very large amount of them. Not all of them, though, obviously. How about Snivy? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. I kind of figured Chickweed are fitting all of them. Pumpkaboo large, okay, Pumpkaboo, fair enough. I kind of forgot about that one. But Smoliv is still a pretty good choice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Smoliv, when you're not counting different Pumpkaboos, I'd say pretty close to the top. Okay. Yeah, okay, Dekido Hisui learns that, and so, yeah. Hey, I got it for that one, though, so that's good. I will say, this is just after the reset, to be fair, so, yeah. Scores are a little skewed in that regard. What did I say for that one? Mega Venusaur, not a great pick, is it? Well, actually, this is decent enough. Okay. Elekid, yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount of options here. Neutron was picked by 4 people, so that's fair enough. Celebi, Hoppip, Jumpluff. Oh, I forgot about Celebi. And Sunkern and Sunflora. I actually got, like, one of the better options there, so can't complain. Bailey Stuff with Meganium. Ralligator was not a great pick there, but fair enough. Alola Meowth, yeah, there's a lot here. Wow, there's a lot here. Type Null was picked by, what, 2 people? Oh my god. Okay, no. Oh, yep, nope, there it is. Okay, yeah, 2 people, and I'm one of them. Gossifleur for Grass Monotype, yeah, there's decent amount. I should have went for Ogerpon. Shaman Land's a pretty bad hit, at least this early, maybe better later. And, Snipe is a pretty bad one. Okay, whatever. Either way, I guess the people who will be doing PokéDoku this early are, you know, the people who will probably go for the lesser picked options. But either way, that's it for today's session. On to Legends ZA Gaming. But yeah, we have Balatrodle and PokéDoku and stuff to do today. I think the music's all turned up from the start of stream earlier. So yeah, this is like right at the end of stream, so let's turn it down and put it on. Okay. Ride the bus. Okay. Non-scaling plus mult is $5 or $4. Let's pick Wrathful. Okay, so it's $4. Okay, let's pick Crazy. Droll. Okay. Perfect. Okay, on to PokéDoku. That was quick. Took me more time to set up that Balatrodle and to actually do it. Okay. Water type from Unova. Let's see, we have Masculine, Alomomola. There's actually not a lot of Unovan water types. How about... yeah, let's go Alomomola. Okay. Water ground type. Oh, there's a Seismitoad line too. Okay, give me Seismitoad here. Water type from Galar, Inteleon line, we have, none of the legendaries are water type, we can come back to that one. Unovan Dragon, how about Kyurem? Okay. Dragon Ground, okay, there's not a lot of these. Go Zygarde complete. Go Gadget Zygarde complete. Okay. And Dragon type from Galar. Eternatus. Dreepy line. Give me... like... give me Dragapult. Unovan Dark type. How about Ponyard? Dark ground type. Crocodile. Wait, no. Pingler. Okay. Maybe Crocodile would have been a better option there. Dark type from Galar. Zarude. And then water type from Galar. Okay, kind of just... okay, I know I know there's the Inteleon line, and I know there's other things. I just need to think of them.
Barraskewda. Okay. Let's see. That's not a good sign. 83% when the most unique's 45. Okay. Keldeo, yeah, okay. Alomola was not great. There's a lot more than I remembered in Unova though, damn. Mega Swampert, Seismitoad's kind of towards the middle there. Palpitoad would have been a better option. Urshifter, God, we did not pick a good one here. Or like anywhere apparently. Oh, Kyurem was a good one at least. Oh, Mega Garchomp, yeah, that would have been a good one. My brain thought Garchomp, and I'm like, okay, Garchomp was worse, but yeah, I totally forgot about Mega. Zygarde 50% would have been good. Appleton, Dragon from Galar. Oh, Dragapult was the worst one. That's why our score's so low. Sandile. Yeah. Ponyard's okay, but Sandile. Crocodile would have been really good for that one. Okay, I'm glad I didn't go Crocodile. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad, but the Sandile was pretty good for that one as well. And yay. A couple of good ones. A couple of bad ones. Very quick session though, but that's it for today's one. So goodbye. Goodbye, YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I totally forgot to do this after stream today. The fourth part of Legends EA. So we're doing it now, off stream. Oops. Okay. Ride a bus. Okay. Okay. So it's probably some sort of uncommon non-scaling Timesmalt loyalty. Well, the card's $5. What am I doing? Well, I mean, right track, so $6 non-scaling uncommon Timesmalt. Remember, non-scaling. Seeing double? Hey, there we go. Gotta remember that one. I will say, doing it not on stream, or not right after stream, means my mind's a little bit fresher. It's not all fucking dull and bland after the Pokemon of 9 hours. Okay. No evolution line fighting type is very tempting to go Phalanx here, but that's going to be on people's minds, so we're not going to go for it. Instead, I think I want to go for Cobalion. Okay. Fighting Poison. Sneasel Hisui. Okay. Fighting Psychic. How about we go Gallade to Mega? Okay, no evolution line legendary, so almost all of the legendaries. Got it. How about Zygarde 50%? Okay. Legendary Poison type, there's not a ton of these, so let's go PokéDoku. Okay, and a legendary Psychic type, there's a lot more of those. How about Mewtwo Mega Y? No, X, sorry, X. That is also Psychic Fighting type that I could have put in. Oh well. Ghost, no evolution line. How about Giratina Origin? Poison Ghost. Again, there's like 6 of these, and 3 of them are Gengar. How about Gengar G-Max? Okay. And Ghost Psychic. Hoopa Regular. Unbounds one that's double with the bug. Yeah, that's not a good hit. Unless there's only 2 Ghost Psychic types. Okay, we got at least 1 bad hit there, at least common. Tauros, Paldea, Blaze Bleed, fair enough. There's a decent amount of fighting type to no evolution line. Hold on. Did we hit the worst Sword of Justice, or is Terrakion below us? Okay, no, Terrakion. We didn't hit the worst one, at least, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, hey, top 2, so that's good. And those 2 are, like, right next to each other, so that's fine. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's say Mega Mewtwo X. Tinglu. I mean, there's a lot here. Zygarde 50% is an okay hit, actually, all things considered. Yeah, okie dokie, best one, yay! Yay! Pellet Shadow. Yeah, there's a lot of legendary psychic types. Okay, Mega Mewtwo X wasn't amazing, but it was the best of the Mewtwo's. Cosmodon. Giratina Origin. Wow, there's a surprisingly few amount of ghosts that aren't part of an evolution line. Giratina Origin was a pretty bad hit there, unfortunately. Which is... oof. Anyway, Gengar Mega, Gengar G-Max, okay. Yeah. I almost went for Gaslight. I almost did. Yeah, Hoopa there was the worst one by far. That's what dragged our score down. Okay. Okay. But, yeah. I mean, quick session, shorter session, but that's it for today's. Yippee. I actually remembered to do it on stream this time. The PokéDoku and Balatrodle. So yeah. Ride the bus. Oh, I didn't turn the music down from earlier. Whoops. That's very loud, my bad. Or at least very loud compared to usual. There we go, much better. Common, cheaper than $6. Is it a chip joker? Is it perhaps devious? Not chips. Mail-in rebate. Egg. Egg? I would count egg as scaling, but I guess it's... I don't know. I would count egg as scaling, but... oh. Anyway, on to the PokéDoku for today. Boop. Kanto can learn Calm Mind. I know Clefable can. I'm going to say Clefairy. Pretty sure Clefairy can. Yes, okay. Calm Mind, Final Evolution. How about Claydol? Because it learns it in the Emerald fight. I think it uses it. Actually, I don't know if it does, but I think it should. Okay, yeah, good call. Grass type that learns Calm Mind. Does Meganium? I'm pretty sure the Meganium would. But I feel like people are going to be realizing that because of Legends. What other grass type would learn it? I think Executor Alola could, or maybe I think maybe Executor Alola could. I'm pretty sure regular Eggy does. Yes, not a great one, but Cantonian dual type. A lot of options here. Let's go with Jigglypuff. Okay, dual type Final Evolution. There are so many of these. Okay. What do I want to go for here? How about Mantine? Okay. Dual type Grass. How about Execute? Okay. Yeah, that's not a great one. Monotype from Kanto. Give me... how about Pinsir, normal, regular Pinsir? Okay. Monotype Final Evolution, okay. Serena. And how about Bounce Sweep? Okay. Okay, we got pretty good there. I mean, most unique is 2, but that's because these are pretty vague outside of the can learn Calm Mind. So yeah, okay. Partner Pikachu, okay, fair enough. Wigglytuff, Jigglypuff. What did I say for that one? Clefairy. Clefairy's a pretty bad hit, actually. Shit. Obviously, it could have been worse. Oh, Clefable would have been better. Fuck. Because people had the same mindset as I did. Yeah, there was a lot more better options than I went for. Okay. Rapska. Leavanny. There's a lot here. I said Claydol, yeah. Like, that's 6 people have guessed Claydol, so like, maybe 7 or 8. Yeah, like. We'll see how that is later on. And, ooh, Kartana? Okay, good to know. I'll probably forget it. Yeah, okay. Executor was pretty bad. Alolan Eggy was not great, but it was definitely better. Venusaur Mega. I considered a Mega, but, what did I say? Jigglypuff. Oh. 6 people, okay. I mean, I guess we'll have to see it later on, but as I said, it's not that far. Rapska again. Lamau. I guess there's a lot of options here. What did I say? Mantine. Mantine is actually pretty good there, okay. Like, 2 people guessed Mantine. That's it. There's a lot. Like, a lot of options here. So, you know. 3 people. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Half one, half one. I mean, Serena was a really good hit as well, that's what. Oh, I said actually. Actually was pretty bad. Yeah, actually was pretty bad there. Fuck, yeah, no, that was terrible. Okay, Pikachu G-Max, Monotype Kanto, Partner Pikachu also, what did I say? Pinsir. Pinsir's not great, okay. Serena was decent, and Frenzy was decent, I guess. Yeah, I am not surprised at that one. Okay, but that's it for today's session. Let me pause the music and end. Boop. Even more of this stuff. Music on, let's turn down, and ride the bus. Boop. Okay, cheaper than $6, non-scaling, non-common. How about a crafty? Okay. Mail-in rebate. No, it's not an econ. Okay. Not plus mult, it's not times mult, it's not chips or plus mult or plus chips. That's 5, isn't it? I guess it works to see. Okay. Oh no, it's more though. It's also not a retrigger or a copy effect. Okay. Chaos is considered an econ joker for this, so no. No. Flash is $3, can't be that. Third position's 5. No, it's 4. Okay, it's not a creation either. That leaves... That leaves it to be either an other ability or a hands or discards ability. There's not any of these ones. The term is not that, or that, yeah. Hands, discards, or an other. Not a lot of commons that are considered that, huh? Riffraff's too expensive. Huh. Hallucination? No, hallucination's creation, so no, it can't be. Plus, it's also RNG, so it's definitely not hallucination. Juggler or drunkard? Yep, it was the other one, okay. Okay. I lost that 50-50 as soon as I saw them, but hey, on to PokéDoku. Okay. Boop. Ground flying. How about you give me a Landorus-Therian, flying steel type, Skarmory, Corviknight. I'm sure there's another one. I'm sure there's a third one somewhere. But maybe not. Oh, there's Corviknight G-Max. Let's go for that. Okay. Flying Bug. There's a fair few of these. What do I want to go for, though? How about Vivian? Ground type from Alola. Well, there's Mudsdale and the Prevo Mudbray. I know there's others, because you got this question before, and I remember those ones, but there's a lot more that I forgot. I know there's more. I know there's more. We can come back to that one though. Alolan Steel type. Togedemaru, Celesteela, Kartana. No, Kartana's probably too obvious. I want to say there's... Oh, Diglett. Diglett Alola. Okay. Bug type from Alola. There's actually a fair few of them. Let's go... I want to say Pheromosa or Buzzwole, but I know that there's something else you can go for. It's probably a little bit better. I think I'll still go for it, yeah. Pheromosa. Okay, oh, yeah, Alolan Dugtrio. Duh! Ugh, that's not a great hit. Johto ground type. Johto. Gligar. Gligar's actually not a bad one, because people would have picked it in the above ground flying. Johto Steel type. Steelix. Mega Steelix, Caesar, Mega Caesar. Is there another one, or is it just those 4? I think it might just be those 4. How about... Let's go Steelix Mega, yeah. There might be a 5th one that I'm not remembering. Johto Bug type. Ledian, Ledibah. Heracross Caesar, Mega Caesar. Okay, let's see. Ugh, that doesn't seem like a pretty number. Yeah, that's not great. We have one bad one. Okay, I mean, those two are, like, identical, so fair enough. That's fine. We had the best one there. Combi. Combi was a good one. Oh, that was a terrible hit. Jesus. I should have went for Levy, but fuck. Zygarde 10%. Okay, I mean, there aren't that many, but hey, we got the best one that wasn't Zygarde. I forget Zygarde technically counts to Alolan. Magearna. Diglett, still decent. Okay. The Lysapod, Cutiefly. Okay, I mean, Pheromosa was still pretty good. Felix Mega. Okay, fair enough. Gligar was not great. Hey, Caesar Mega, Steelix Mega. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Skarmory, I forgot about that in Fortress. Well, I'm glad I forgot about them. And then, yeah, Fortress, Shuffle Mega Caesar. Okay. I mean, honestly, outside of Vivian and I guess Gligar, our hits were actually pretty good today, I would say. Don't get me wrong, they could have been better, but, you know, they could have been a lot worse. But yes, that's it for today's session. Boop. Recording today's session, not streaming it yet. No, not streaming it because I am probably going to be going live way later than the reset for this. So let's get going for this one. This is the 23rd of October, so... Oh, wow, okay. So it's non-scaling. And it's $10 or more. So it's not Campfire. That means it's either Blueprint, Brainstormer, like Perkio. Blueprint. That's how you spell Blueprint. Nope, it's Perkio? No. Okay. Blah 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 blah. It's not Tainsmoke. What's the other one that it could be? Canio is Tainsmoke, York Tainsmoke, Trip is Tainsmoke, Chico. That's the name of it. Okay. Are we just in the bunch of legendaries this time, or did we just happen? Either way, not relevant. TM. I almost shrunk that without hiding it. Yeah. Okay. PokéDoku time. I do wonder how long it's gonna take them to add the new mythics Megas from Legends ZA. I am curious on that front. Obviously, I can tell because, you know, there's Fairy Mega, Grass Fairy, etc. So I'm just wondering. Grass Normal, I don't know if there's another one. How about... As I said, I know there's 3. I don't know if there's more than 3. Looks like there might be, but I don't know. Grass Psychic. Iron Leaves. Unova Fairy types, there are fucking 3 of these. Wait, no, if it's Grass Fairy, Yeah, there's 3 of these, so I feel like Cottony and Whimsicott may be a better option here, just because of the fact they might show up in Grass Fairy. And then we can go Audino here. Okay, you have a normal type. We can do normal Audino, funnily enough. But people are probably going to be thinking about that one, so I don't know if I should go for that one. Is there a late in the Dex normal type? What a good question. We can come back to that one. But Universe Psychic type. Okay, there's a fair few of these. Melon and Bitsini feel like the pretty blatant ones. There's obviously Lotus line, Gothitelle line. The Muna line. I'm trying to think about what else Caitlyn has, because she has Reuniclus, Musharna, Gothitelle, and one other thing. We can come back to that one. Mega Evolved normal type. Fun enough, Audino. Mega Audino could have been a lot of these. Maybe that was a smart one to go for the Universe. Anyway. Mega normal type Kangaskhan. I said Audino. There's not that many Mega normal types in the thing. There really is not. There's maybe like 2 or 3. Yeah. Pidgeot Mega. That's probably a bad option, but Mega Evolved Psychic type. Alakazam is kind of obvious one here. Let's try and think of something else. That funny song. I know there's more than Alakazam. What the hell is it? Gardevoir and Gallade. Psychic type from Unova. I'm really trying to think about what else Caitlyn has. I know, as I said, Reuniclus, Gothitelle, Musharna, and one other thing. Sigilyph is one of them. I don't think that's what she has, but Sigilyph's the Psychic type. And normal type from Unova. Prat line, Lillipup line, Meloetta. I guess both Meloettas. Let's go. Oh, Meloetta would have also counted for Unova and Psychic type. Oh well. Let's just go Meloetta Aria here then. Because it could have been picked in the one to the right. Okay. I feel like we got one bad hit here, as usual. Moralo, Tapu Bulu. Well, middle of the pack there, okay. I keep forgetting about Sawsbuck and Deerling, but that's fine because they're worse. So, yay. Calyrex. I mean, Iron Leaf's not bad. Pretty middle of the road for all these, yep. Okay, yeah, there's a... Well, I forgot about Braviary, but yeah, there are more normal types than I honestly remembered, but... Hey, I'm glad I remembered the Meloetta line. Yay, I got the best hit there, yippee! Second best hit there too, yippee! And yeah, there's a lot of Mega Psychic types. That was the worst one, okay. I always forget about the Laddie twins having Megas, god damn. I mean, I would say that last category, we actually did pretty well today. Like, everything was pretty middle of the pack, except for the Mega Audino, guess, and Mega Pidgeot. But yeah, no, that's pretty good. We take those. That's today's session done. Boop. I am just about to sleep, and I have not done my PokéDoku and Balatrodle for today, because I didn't stream. But, yeah, so let's get it done before I go to sleep. Okay. Ride the boss. Not a legendary this time, okay. $5 or $4, but it's common. Non-scaling. Let's go crazy. Oh fuck! No, I meant the chip version of Crazy, which would have been 2, 3. Well, okay, so it's not chips anyway. So I would have been wrong. We're just one bit late. Okay, econ. That makes me want to think of mail-in rebate then? Perhaps? Maybe to-do list? Okay, it's not an econ. $4 non-econ, no chip malt or whatever. I feel like we had hanging chat recently, didn't we? Not retrigger copy either, okay. Is it juggler? Because it was drunker the other day. No, okay. Fuck, we're not getting that lucky. So that means it's either other or creation. Okay. Wait, no, it's not retrigger. Because of Chad. Yeah, we've had like every category now. Okay. That means it has to be other, yeah? Yeah, it has to be other or creation. 8 balls, $5. Hallucination? No, it's not RNG. No, it can't be hallucination. No. Superposition's $5. Nope, never mind. It was $4. Okay. I rarely consider superposition, I'm gonna be honest. But, yeah, okay, let's do some, Balatrodle. We got Water Bug. How about... Lysopod. There's a decent amount of... There's a few Water Bug types. Lysopod, Wimpod, Dupider, Arachnid, Surskate. Okay. Bug Rock. How about Anorith? Bug Dual type. Okay. Okay, there's a decent amount of options here. How about Orbeal G-Max? I was tempted to go Combi there. Okay, Water Electric. There's Chinchou, there's Lantern, there's Rotom. Electric Rock. Kind of a rare typing. There's the Alolan Geodude line and Iron Thorns. And maybe one other. Let's go Geodude Alola. Okay, an electric dual type. Let us go. Actually, let's go Iron Thorns here. Okay, Sinnoh Water type. Rotom Water actually pretty good there, but Finneon, Lumineon are probably obvious in that they're so forgettable that people are going to remember them for this. So what do I want to go for here? I mean, Manaphy and Fiona are the obvious ones here, so it's also the starter, which I'd rather not guess if possible. What other options are there? We can come back to this. Sinnoh Rock type. There's not a ton of these. There's the 4 fossils. And... there isn't even a Rock type legendary or mythical. Rhyperior's one of them. Anything else that I can think of? Or is it just those 5? I think it might just be those 5. Let's go Rhyperior. And Sinnoh Dual type. Okay, how about... How about Yon Mega? Okay. And then water. I said there's starters, Lumineon, Finneon, Manaphy. I feel there's another one that I am forgetting about. Mantike. baby pancake. Okay. I mean, actually, that's pretty close. 91 to 77 is pretty good. Okay. Wimpod. I mean, I thought about Wimpod, yeah. I got all 5 of them. Thought about. Okay. Hey, Anorith is second. Pretty good. Skorupi, really? Oh, I guess there's a lot of dual-type bugs. What did I say? I said Orbeetle G-Max. Okay, Orbeetle would have been a lot better, but okay. Combi would have been better. I considered clicking Combi, but I didn't. I very much considered it. Oh well. Photon Wash was the best of there. Iron Thorns was the best one. Theodolol the second best. Iron Thorns are still very, very good for this one though, so we take those. Rotom Wash, yeah, fair enough. Couldn't guess that one again. Ooh, Mantike, well, I mean, Mantike was decent. I forgot about Bibarel and Palkia. And Shells, yeah, wow, okay. I forgot about a lot of them, but I still got a pretty good one in Mantike. Number 5. I would have been a lot better off going for Manfair Fiona though. Bonsly, I did forget about that. But, we got the middle. Okay. And, okay, yeah. Single Dual type, there's a lot of options here. What did I say again? I said, wow, yeah, Mega was actually a not very good option here. Shit. Probably the worst, yeah, definitely the worst option so far of everything, proportionally speaking. But, I mean, other than that, relatively good session. Okay. I should do these more often when I'm about to go to bed. Lamau. But yeah, no, that's it for today's session. Yay! After the shiny hunting escapades today, we are Balatrodle PokéDoku. Also have to went back in time earlier because it was daily savings. Yeah, music on. Ride the bus. Wow! Everything but the rarity, okay. Scaling Uncommon Plus Mode. Flashcard's $5, no? Flashcard? Yeah, it was $5, okay. However, on the right track. Scaling Uncommon Plus Ball. What could it be? Common. I meant red card common. Ooh. Is it no? Because that's $7. No, it can't be bootstraps. I was thinking bootstraps, but no. Okay, erosion? Hey! Oh, I forgot to do a couple days ago. Oh wow. Either way, we got erosion done. Okay. Okay, normal type, no evolution. If I say, I feel like Drampa's actually be very common here, so I don't think I want to go for Drampa. In that case, what do I want to go for here? There's obviously Terrapagos, that's a fairly neat one. Obviously there's like Arceus and stuff. I'm trying to think of something else. How about Meloetta Pirouette? Okay. Normal Psychic, I feel like I always forget about something for this, because I typically go Meloetta Aria. There's Girafarig, Farigiraf, Wordier's one. I feel like there's something else that I always forget. I'm just gonna say Meloetta, because I just said Meloetta. Probably a bad pick, but yeah. Normal Fairy, there's like 3 or 4. Let's go Audino. Audino Mega. No evolution line, Paldea. I could have gone Terrapagos for 2 of them. Damn. Oh well. Paldea, no Evo. How about Tauros Blaze Breed? Okay. Paldea, Psychic type. How about Iron Crown? And Paldea, Fairy type. How about Screamtail? I scream. No evolution line, Steel type. I don't know if Iron Crown would have worked there. Could go Cobalion. How about How about Necrozma Dusk? Okay. Feels like fucking Necrozma Dusk would have been so good there. Supercut Iron Crown. Fuck, I guess all my Steel Psychic types already that aren't the Tangling. I know there's another one though. I can just go Metagross Mega anyway. Metagross Mega. I feel like I'm forgetting something else though. There's Jirachi, but I'm just going to that one. Okay. And Steel Fairy. Zacian, Mawile, Tinkaton line. Go Tinkatink. Actually pretty close, honestly. I thought I did some pretty bad guesses. No, that's fairly close. Okay, at least common. Blood Moon, Ursaluna, EV Partner. Okay, fucking fair enough. Fair enough. Well, a lot of Pirouette, still pretty good hit though. Okay, yeah, glad I didn't go for Dramp or Arceus there. That would have been bad. Wordier, I thought about it. Second best still though. Oh, indeedy. That would have been worse. Oranguru, okay. I mean, hey, second best hit there again. Third best hit there, so in the middle of the pack there with Mega. Oh no, fair enough. Ursaluna Blood Moon again. Always forget about that one. Always forget. But hey, pretty good hit with Paldean Tauros Blaze Speed. Ooh! Best hit for Iron Crown, let's go. Yay! Barely, but best hit. Tinkaton, Resendipity, Screamtail. Screamtail is in the middle. Again. Hey, Necrozma Duskmane was the best hit there. It's also the best hit there, but you can only get it once. Oh, Solgaleo. Duh. And then Magearna. Think was still, hey, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, could have been better. Yeah, true. But honestly, that was still pretty good, all things considered. I definitely could have done a lot worse than I did. But yeah. Boop. So let's do some more of this. More guessing, more bus riding. Ride the bus as per usual for this month. Okay, 6 scaling, not castle. I was on the right idea, Stone Joker. Yeah, there we go. That's what you like to see. Pretty good start there. Pretty good start. Okay. Here's hoping that the PokéDoku is about as good. Get rid of that. Okay, Grass Ground. Grass Ground. There aren't that many, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember one. I think we'll come back to that one. I don't remember that one off the top of my head. Ground Monotype. Diglett, Dugtrio, Marowak, Cubone, Sandshrew, Sandslash. Okay. There's a decent amount in Gen 1, but let's try and think of somewhere else. What options? I feel like if I feel like I might think of something that's like a later gen. Hold on. Is there something that's a later gen that I could actually go for here? Surprisingly, Mono Ground is not a particularly common typing. I could go Drillbur. Okay. Ground Mega Evolved. Okay. Steelix. Groudon does not count. No, Groudon. No Mega Flygon, Sag. Camerupt. There are not a lot of ground type Megas. Fuck. Okay. Grass Poison, there's a decent amount of these. Mostly from Gen 1. So how about Venusaur G-Max? Poison Monotype, there's not a lot of those. Pure Poison type. Grimer, Mach, Coughing, Wheezing, Trubbish, Garbodor G-Max. Mega Evolved Poison type, so Venusaur. I don't think Victreebel counts. I don't think Victreebel is here. Yeah, no Mega Victreebel, sadly. Okay. Venusaur.
There's not really that many poison megas. Not in Gen 5 or 6. Does Gen 4 have a poison mega? I don't think it does. Yeah, there are not that many. Gengar. Gengar, Venusaur, and I'm pretty sure there's like one other one. Ooh. Applin? Wait, no. No. Appleton G-Max. Monotype Dragon. The usual guess here for me is Jangmo-o. And Dragon Mega Evolved. Okay, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of Mega Evolved Dragon types. Let's go Latias Mega, because I actually remembered it this time. And Grass Ground. Okay. Where do you want to go for Grass Ground types? Let me think. I may just have to go for the first thing that comes to mind here. Okay. I'm trying to think of the legendaries, because I don't think there's a legendary Grass Ground type. There's actually not many legendary grass types, come to think about it. Grass Ground's a pretty evasive typing. Oh, there's Torterra. Torterra's the obvious one. I know there's more. I know there's more than Torterra, though. I know there's another one. It's just a difficult one to think of. Skittle, Go-Go, no. I'm trying to think of what grass-type specialists would be using. Because obviously it doesn't fit any of the starters other than Torterra. Well, yeah, that is a tough one. I want to say what I'm thinking of is in like Gen 7 or Gen 8, the other one. I could be wrong. But yeah, none of the legendaries from Gen 7, none of the Ultra Beasts. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I think I might just have to go for the obvious one in Torterra and just fucking eat that, because I know I'm forgetting something good for that. I know I'm forgetting a really good hit there, which is gonna suck when I see it, but I think I just have to go for Torterra. That's not good if there's 3 of them, which I think there is. Toadskull, fuck! I always forget about them. Okay, Marowak, Mudray, Dunfan. What did I say? Yeah, Droper. I didn't go for Diglett. Dugtrio would have been better though, shit, huh? Steelix Mega, Carrot Mega. Okay, there's 4 of them, and we got the second one, so that's fine, yeah. Venusaur Mega. Okay, that was a better one than G-Max. We haven't actually had it. Wow, we have not had a grass poison type Pokemon since Gen 5. That's wild. Anyway, Nidorino. Okay, fair enough. There's a decent amount here. Okay, we got a pretty good hit there. Mega Beedrill. They're all from Gen 1. Of course, Gen 1 has so many points like Flapple, G-Max. Yeah, I mean, one of these two are probably it, so I'm glad I went for that one. Reggie Drago. Genmo is still a pretty good guess, typically. Yeah, don't want to go for Druddigon. People always think of Druddigon for this one. And then Dragon Mega. Hey! Number 3 at least. Except that was better, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I always forget about fucking Toadskull and Toadskull when we're on this. My brain just refuses to remember them. God damn. Anyway, that's it for today's session. On to Balatrodle for reals. Yay. More of this. More Balatrodle. More PokéDoku. Music on. And Ride the Bus. After seeing a lot of the Ride the Bus yesterday, seeing it again today. I'm doing alright.
pretty... It's getting kind of late for me being awake, but I figured we could do this and then I can go to bed afterwards, which should be fun. How's your day, Fire? Codell badge? Yeah, I think that's gone. I think that whole promotion's gone. Okay, so we're on common non-scaling. Not time small, which means it's chips or econ or something along those lines. Let's go... no, it's not crazy. It can't be crazy. I was not, in fact, crazy once. How about Wiley? Odd Todd. There we go. Odd Todd friend. 141 wins in Balatrodle is... I mean, I guess I've done it a lot. I almost at 365 is... Well, no, we're not even close to half. Well, we're close to half. Words are hard. Do that. This PokéDoku is kind of gonna suck. Can learn Psychic, evolved by item. There's a decent amount of options here, I think. I'm trying to think what's a good one. That would fit. Technically Alakazam, because that can evolve via an item in Legends Arceus, but I'm not going to go for that one. That one feels a little too obvious. I mean, Alolan Exeggutor does. I know it learns Psychic, but I feel like that's a little too obvious. Alolan Eggy? I mean, maybe I still go for it anyway. Let's go, yeah. Exeggutor Alola. Did I suggest anything? Fair enough, yeah, that is the idea. I need something to think about myself. I know there's some other good ones here. I'm trying to think. What other good ones could I possibly think of? I mean, there's a Alolan Raichu. That's one that works as well. That is something that can work as well. But that's also fairly obvious because it's a Psychic type. Like Starmie. That's an item evo, so I don't want to go for that one. I think Clefable also learns Psychic. Let's go. I'm pretty sure Eggy Alola learns it. Oh, wow. That's actually a pretty good number. Psychic Branched Evolution. Curlia's the obvious one there. I'm sure there's not actually that many. There's got to be like 2 or 3. Wurmple doesn't. And I don't think Nincada does. Although they can show up later again in Bug Branched Evolution. So it's another friend do this too? That's funny. Code free. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that fits. Okay. Psychic Branched. As I said, Curly is the obvious one. I'm trying to think of another. I know there's a second Psychic type with a branched evolution. I'm pretty sure there's 2. Actually, wait, is there 2 or is there only 1? Anyway. Because Cosmoem doesn't work here, because I don't think Cosmoem can learn an attacking move, even though it's a branched evo. Wait, Poliwhirl. Because Poliwag learns Psychic. I remember Poliwag learns Psychic, and a Legend type learns Psychic. Sure, the obvious play here is an Electric Psychic type, but what do I want to go for here? Again, Alolan Raichu feels a little too obvious, and I don't think normal Raichu does. Oh, wait! Wait, hold on, we talked about this the other week. Doesn't Zekrom? The Thundurus. Thundurus does as well, yeah. I'm pretty sure I went over Zekrom as well, but I can go for Thundurus since I know that's safe, because I know that does. And before I just lose here. Let's go Incarnate. Okay. Bug evolved by item is a bit more conducive. Yeah, this one kinda sucks, but yeah. Bug evolved by item. My brain almost said like Shelmet. No, that's purely trade. Shelmet is purely trade. Vikavolt. I feel like Volt's a fairly obvious one, but I'm gonna go for it. I think I've started all the bug branched evils in Wormhole, Nincada, and Burmy. So it's just a case of which one do I want to go for. I'm gonna say Nincada. And Bug Electric. Oh, hey, Vikavolt would have been... Actually, maybe Vikavolt was a good option there. I'm sure we got a recent Bug Electric type that wasn't the Vikavolt line. I know we got Galvantula, but it might just be those two. So let's go Joltik. Oh, I actually spelled it almost correctly. Yeah. There aren't that many Bug Electrics. Okay. Galarian evolved via an item. Can't think of any of the cross-gen evolutions evolved by an item, or regional form evolutions evolved by an item, because Farfetch'd, Surfetch'd, no, Runerigus, no, Cursula, no. I don't think Galarian Mr. Rhyme, or sorry, Mr. Rhyme is. Maybe I'm wrong there, maybe it is, but I don't know enough about Mr. Rhyme to confidently say so. However, Urshifu evolves via an item. Galarian Branched Evolution has to be different Pokemon, so no Cubfu here, funnily enough. I don't think there's that many Galarian Branched Evos, is there? No. Trying to think. But I'm pretty sure this one is quite tough. This one is quite mean in general, to be honest. Not the Bug. Not Galarian Zigzagoon. I think of early game Pokemon that may have a branched, or maybe like late game ones. Phalanx, no, that doesn't evolve. I'm sure there's a good option here. I'm just trying to think about it. Hatterene doesn't. Morgrem doesn't. I'm trying to think of ones that evolve in general, first off. I know I'm missing something fairly obvious here. I'm trying to remember what it could be. We can come back to this one, though, because Galarian Electric type is a bit easier to stomach in that regard. Because there's Regieleki, which is kind of the obvious one. There's Yamper and Boltund. Surprisingly few electric type trainers in that game. Because I don't think there's an electric gym, is there? No. God, this one kind of, as I said, today sucks for this. I'm trying to go Regieleki and call it a day for that particular point. Galarian Branched Evolution. What the fuck could there be? I think I gotta just go for the first thing that comes to mind here when I get it. There's Applin. Applin's a branched Evo. I think I kind of have to go for that because there's only like 2 Galarians. I feel like Applin's the obvious one, but I cannot think of the other one right now. Maybe if I type in Applin, it might help, but I think I just gotta go for it and eat that bad hit. Yeah, that's the bad one. Thought so. Okay, let's see the others. I mean, Psychic... Oh, Galarian Darmanitan's pretty good. I mean, Alolan and Exeggutor were still really good there. I did think of Wigglytuff, but... Alolan Eggy is still incredibly good for that one, for being like 6th. Poliwhirl, best guess! Best guess! Let's go. Thundurus Incarnate, also the best guess there. Barely, but it is. Vikavolt, Nincada, oh my god, I'm on a roll here. Hello? Joltik was 2nd. Okay. I mean, 3rd best. Slowpoke Galar. I fucking forgot about that one somehow. Morpeko. Dude, our like first 7 guesses were like impeccable there. Oh my god. The latter 2 kind of fell apart a little bit, but the first 7 were amazing. But that's it for today's session. A long one because some of these categories sucked. Hopefully tomorrow is easier. Whilst everybody is starting soon for the Left 4 Dead stuff, we will do this, which is like perfect. The music should be quiet actually. Yep, but the music should be quiet anyway, even though I didn't open up the volume mixer, which is fine because I don't think I'll need it. Ride the bus as per usual. Ooh, more expensive. Okay, it's more expensive scaling times small. Okay. Canio or the trib, Yorick. Or no, it could be campfire. It could be campfire. To be fair, it was Canio. Then again, we had campfire for this thing. Okay, yeah, I forgot to do this yesterday. But yeah, okay, new PokéDoku. I haven't broken that streak somehow. Okay. First partner flying type. We got Rowlet, Charizard, including Mega. I don't know if Mega or G-Max count for here, but we got Rowlet, Dekidui, Charizard, and I think that's it actually. Let's say Dekidui, I meant Dartrix. Oh, no, I didn't actually open that page. Okay, hold on. Can I get the alternate Charizard forms? No, I can't. Okay. So it's Charizard, Rowlet, and Dartrix as the only options. People are gonna go for Dartrix over Rowlet, so let's go Rowlet. Damn it. Fuck. Hate those 3. Anyway. First partner Dark type. We got Meowscarada. What else we have? Not Gen 1. Not Gen 2. Not Gen 3. We have Greninja. Meowscarada. No Gen 4. No Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 6 already been over. Gen 7. Incineroar. Meowscarada, Incineroar, Greninja, Ash Greninja? Hold on. That shouldn't count. Yeah, no, didn't think so. Okay. Gen 8, no. Sui and Samurott. Yeah, but see, that's a fairly safe one since that's a little bit off. And first partner, fine. I mean, go Dekidui Hisui. Let's do it. Okay. I mean, there's a lot. I should have went for Combusken. That one typically goes under the radar. Water Flying, Mantike. Water Dark. How about Ash Greninja? Water Fighting. Aquaval? That's a pretty bad one I hate. God damn it, I carried a Mantike here! Oh well, too late now. Too bad. So sad. Womp womp. What do we want to go for next? Is there? I sure say Mantike for this. Okay. Welcome back here. Sinnoh Dark type. Spiritomb. Weavile? Weavile maybe? Darkrai? Let's do Weavile. We're already pretty bad in terms of our guesses here. Sinnoh fighting type Riolu, Lucario. I don't think any of the legendaries are fighting, are they? Uxemesh, Azelf, Dagapalka, Giratina, Regigigas, Heatran, Cresselia, Darkrai, Fione, Manaphy, Shaman, Sky, Arceus. No, okay. I said there's Riolu, there's Lucario, there's another one. I know there's something else here at least. Oh, Gallade! And Sinnoh Flying. Pokekiss. Yeah, we gotta... Well, I mean, that's not as bad as I was thinking it might be, but yeah, Rowlet's pretty bad there, at least. Charizard, yeah, Rowlet was the worst one, as I expected. Greninja, oh. I mean, Incineroar was overwhelming, but I should have went for the frog or the cat. I mean, Combustion would have been mildly better. Yeah, those starter ones were not great. Oh, Mantike! Mantike was the best hit there, let's go! Yay! Samurasui, Greninja. I mean, Ash Ninja was still third there, not bad, a little bit better. Paldea Tauros, okay. Ooh. Yeah, that was a bad one. Yikes. Yeah, a bit late for Mantike there. Togekiss was fairly high up. There are a little more flying types than I remember, to be honest. Probably did better than the start of the line, at least, so. You know, I even said Shaman Sky. I should have went for that one. Well, I mean, yeah, middle of the pack, actually. Middle of the pack. Spiritomb and Darkrai were worse. And yeah, Glade Mega. Yay! The best one. Okay. That was an interesting session. For sure. But yeah, okay, let's end that recording for today. And perhaps this is the, what, second last one of the month? Okay. It's time for the last... I almost said lost. I don't know why I would have said that. Last Balatrodle and PokéDoku for this month of October. Okay, music on. Final day of riding a bus. Okay, so it's not scaling, not malt, and it's $5 or $4. How about we go mail-in rebate? Okay, I was on the correct track. Chaos the Clown. Hey, nice! One day I will get that in one day. Anyway, PokéDoku time. First in Evoline can learn Flamethrower. How about Geodude Alola? I want to say regular Geodude can, but I know Alolan Geodude can. So, we're gonna go with that one for safety. Psychic type can learn Flamethrower. Obviously, the safe play is one of the Psychic Fire types. So I want to try and avoid one of those Psychic Fire types. If I can. Mewtwo does. How about Mewtwo Mega X? Okay. Flying type that can learn Flamethrower. I want to say Rayquaza does. I'm pretty sure Salamence does. So those are options. Obviously, you know, there's the fire birds, the fire type birds. I don't know if Galarian Moltres does. I don't know if I want to take that chance. I want to say it could, but I don't want to take that chance that it can't. I think let's go for Salamence Mega. Okay, first Evoline Kanto. Okay, decent amount of options here. What do I want to go for is the question. You know, let's go Cubone here. Okay, that's not a great number. Cantonian Psychic type. How about... I was gonna say Mewtwo Mega Y, but no, that doesn't seem like a good idea. How about Alakazam Mega? Cantonian Flying type. I wonder. Okay, no, they still have not added the Legends ZA Megas yet. I wonder when they're gonna get around to that. Anyway, they'll probably make an announcement about it when they do or something. But yeah, let's see. Kanto Flying. Gyarados feels obvious. Dragonite feels obvious. How about Doduo? Ugh. That doesn't seem like a good number. Johto first in Evoline. What do I want to go for here? remove Fampi. Okay. Johto Psychic type. Lugia. Natu, Zatu. I could have went for Stantler. And I mean, I think Stantler and Giraffre might be, like, they're good, but I don't know if they're better than Fampi, because I think people would think of them as like, oh, they have a late stage Evo. Or sorry, a late gen Evo, which would count. But, Johto Psychic type. What do I want to go for here? I said there's Lugia, Natu, Zatu. I'm sure there's a couple more. Smoochum. Smoochum is one. Okay, and Johto Flying type. Mantine. I mean, in comparison to each other, that's not amazing, but I mean, that one's so okay. Okay, these common. Shieldon, Granidos, Knuckle Center. Yeah, there's the ones you did not terrible at the very least. Yeah, there's a lot of the worst ones were fire types though. Also, Slack Off. Are there any fire types above that? The answer is no. Okay, that wasn't bad. Hey, Mega Mewtwo X, best hit, let's go. Aerodactyl Mega, yeah, I knew Aerodactyl, I should have went for Aerodactyl then. Samus Mega, I mean, Samus Mega was still pretty good at least. Okay, it doesn't look like Galarian Moltres does, so I'm glad I didn't go for that one. I did think Rayquaza though, and I should have went for that one, but oh well. Tentacool, fair enough. I guess... Yeah, Cubone's still actually decent there. Yeah, no, that's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Cobra Mega, Mewtwo, X and Y. Alexander Mega was actually pretty good there, never mind. Okay. Charizard, okay, yeah, fair enough. Wow, Dodo was really bad. Holy shit. I really should have just went for one of the Megas. Fuck. Igglybuff. I said Fampi there, right? Fampi? Yeah, I mean, Fampi is okay. Celebi. Wow. I forgot the Celebi. But Squidrum was still pretty good. Actually, hold on. Okay, a Stantler would have been worse. I think Giraffe Rig would have also been worse. No, Giraffe Rig would have been better. Okay. And then, hey, okay, Flyguard was better with it. Mantine's towards the middle. Okay. But with that though, that is all of our sessions for October. Yay, we're done. Okay. On to November tomorrow, and we'll probably maybe potentially have the original PNG back. Alright. We'll see though, we'll see. Thanks for watching.